Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I just want to do a little project. This is something I had thought about doing for a while, and I bought the stuff and it's just been sitting around. So today I'm going to go ahead and do it. I want to make a little fountain writing pen, or actually several of them. And I bought some different feathers to do that. I bought these. I think these were ostrich feathers, or I don't know. And then these were peacock feathers. And I got like 10 of each or something like that. And I bought these little tips. And they were very inexpensive. I didn't really get them for quality so much as I wanted to be able to put these on really for looks, not necessarily for, for it to use as a pen. But honestly, I think when I get done, I don't see a reason why you couldn't use it as a pen. And it came with a lot of them, and that was kind of my point, so I wanted to make a few of them. I bought the white feathers because they had all different colors, but I thought I could always spray it whatever color I wanted to, and I may try that later, but I'm gonna leave it white for now. And then I've got the peacock feathers, and so I'm gonna go ahead and work with those. I have some different trim that I might use, some different ideas, some little blingy stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly, but we're going to go ahead and just play with it. So first off, what I want to do is I probably want to, let's just try this one first. And if I put this on there, I want to go ahead and I'm going to use a combination of hot glue and my jewelry pliers. Let me get those real quick over here somewhere. Let's just get those. And I think probably it's not going to really matter which way I have this facing because all of this bottom part is going to be covered. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to take it right to the edge right there. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue inside here. And I'm using hot glue. I don't really know what other glue would work well, but I think hot glue would work well on this. I'm not going to put too much. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick that right to that edge, just like that. So it's stuck in there pretty good. And I'm going to hold that for a second till it dries. I think I'm going to put a little bit on top just to kind of hold it on the other edge. I don't want to put too much because I don't want it squirting out. Just a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and take my pliers. Maybe I'll wait for that to dry just a little bit more. I'm going to have glue all over my fingers again. I did in my last video too. And I'm just going to kind of squeeze it a little bit on the edges, just to kind of make it fit, because this metal is very pliable, so it's not like it's gonna, and all I'm doing is squeezing it so it squeezes the actual feather, so it's on there nice and tight. And there's a little glue on the other side, but that's okay because we're going to go ahead and cover all that up. So now we've done that, okay? So here's our little pen. And if this part was too long, you could definitely cut that shorter. I think this is okay. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and wrap that. And I have this twine, and it's made from Sari silk, and I think I'm going to put this, I like the colors. Some of it's kind of thick though. I don't know. Let me see which piece I want to put on there. Of course, you could use just regular sari silk, honestly. Right? So I want to wrap this around the bottom. And I'm going to take a little bit of glue just to start it. I think maybe I'll start at the bottom here. And I am just going to take just that edge, put it on there and go around. I'm going to try and do it fairly tight, just to give it a look like it's holding that little tip in. And probably I'm going to put a little bit of glue as I wrap it. Okay, not a ton. I don't want it to poke out, but I do want it to stick. And so I'm just going to take that and go around reasonably tight all the way and keep going. And I may go a little bit higher just to give it a little bit of stability up here, like right up here a little bit. All right. To be careful on this part because it's not on the metal. Go just a tiny bit more. One more time, maybe. And I think that's probably about all I'm going to go. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to cut that. And there we go. That's it. So now like I said, I didn't really make this to actually use, but I don't see a reason why you couldn't. It's really just for looks. I like how that looks. I really do. You could definitely put, you know, different types of ribbon or whatever you wanted to at the edges. You could tie a ribbon on it or do whatever you wanted to do, but I think that looks kind of cool. Let's see here. I have this other trim over here. That would look kind of cool, wouldn't it? I do like that though. I think it looks good. Okay, so let's try the white one. Now the white one, let's try this one. So on this one, the feathers come all the way down here, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue on here, I think. And then I'm going to just go ahead and put that on there. This one goes up pretty high. So it's going all the way up there. I'll let that sit for a minute. Get some of that extra glue off. You won't see it later because I'm going to wrap it, but there's a little blob right there. Get that off of there. Okay, there. Now that it's kind of dry, I am going to put a tiny bit of glue right here, just a tiny bit. And then I want to go ahead and do the same thing that I did to the other one. And all I'm doing is taking this and closing it a little bit so it's staying snug around the base. Because normally this would fit in something. It's not really meant to go on it. So all I'm doing is kind of making it a little bit more permanent. Make sure that's in nice and tight. Now this is all going to get wrapped up right here. So I'm going to cut these feathers a little bit so that when I wrap it, the feathers aren't sticking out toward the end. So I'm just going to give these feathers a haircut right there. I guess you could have done that beforehand, but I don't know that it really matters. Let me get that a little bit shorter, I think. All right. Now, get those extra feathers off. We have our little thing, and I'm going to take some gold, and I'm going to wrap that around there. I don't know if I want to do that one. I might do a different one. Let's see. I don't know how that's going to look. I think let me try a different one. Let's see what I have. I don't have a ton of small gold pieces, but I'm going to try, or maybe a larger one. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's the issue. I don't want to wrap it. Yeah, I like that better. Let me see what other things I have. I can never remember what I have, so I kind of have to just hunt around and see what I have. Let's try maybe this. I don't know, that'd be too much, yeah. And it wouldn't really wrap well. How about this? Maybe I'll wrap that. I think that would look good. All right, maybe I'll try that. So now all I'm going to do, let me cut those feathers right there a little bit more. I just don't want them sticking out through the trim. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing I did with the other one. Now the problem with this stuff is it does tend to unravel really easily. So I always dip the end in the glue. And then I'm going to go ahead and try and get this all the way around before the glue dries. Go all the way. And again, I'm going to try and do it reasonably tight so it has this, you know, tight look to it. There we go. And then I think I need a little bit more glue on top. Right up here. And then I'm just going to go like that. I think I'm going to go up a little higher like I did on the other one because I think it looks better. So let me put a little bit more glue. And I'm going to keep going up a little bit. And of course you have to be careful because right now I'm not on the bottom part. I'm on the pen. I'm on the feather part. And that's probably as far as it's going to go without me having to add more. Here we go. And I am going to, because of this gold that frays so much, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of 3-in-1 glue on the edge here and also on the top. I really don't want this to come unraveled. And as I do that, I'm going to cut this a little bit closer right here and smush it down. And there's that one. I think it turned out really cute with just the gold on the bottom. That's pretty much it. Now the only other thing I was going to show you, of course you can use any kind of trim you want on the bottom. There's no rule that says you have to do a certain kind. Let me see what else I have here. How about I take one of the white ones And I just want to see how this works. I'm going to try a couple of them actually. Let me see if I can get some paper here. All right, let's see how this works. I am going to see about what if I just spray this. And I think I have some alcohol ink here that I want to use. Let me see if I can get another color in there too. All right. Okay, this is just some alcohol ink that I made, and it's easy to make. It's just done with, I think I did these with permanent markers and alcohol. Shake them up a little bit. I haven't used these in a while, so I don't know if the sprayer sometimes gets clogged if you haven't used them for a really long time. Well, I guess this one is clogged. Yeah. All right, let me try this other one. Hopefully it won't be clogged. No, this is a kind of a pinky purple color. Where if you haven't used it in a while, sometimes they just don't. Oh, I really need this to spray. Let me get another sprayer out. I might have to get another little top for it. Hold on. Yeah. I keep these around just for that purpose, but usually I can eventually unclog them, but let's see here. Move that off to the side. And let's see if I can get that done. None of them are spraying, maybe because I need to get it, hold it up more. There we go. I think I just need to hold it upright more instead of down. I'm going to hold it up like this so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just spraying it. And that's really changing the color a lot. And I want to do the other side too, so. I mean, there's a little bit of white showing through, but not that much. And I'm going to kind of just make sure I get most of it done. I don't care if it's a little white, I just don't want it to be. All right, so I am going to kind of put that aside. Oops. See how it dries. And I'll probably have to fluff it up a little bit when it dries, but all right. It really kind of turned out a little bit more pink than I thought it was going to. Now I'm going to try the blue one. All right, so let's do blue now. No, that one's not spraying either. Move that to the side and get another bottle. That's a pretty color. All right, I'm going to leave that one. And I'm just going to let that dry. All right, and let us see. I don't know how they turn out. I don't know. I may try another pink one because I think I may have doused that one too much. But let's see what happens if I take my heat gun out. So I don't know on this one if I can salvage it because, and it's not that it's not dry. It did dry perfectly. Alcohol ink dries really, really quick, but it kind of misshaped it so much that I don't know. It's kind of droopy. See that? So I don't know if I want to use it if it's going to be that droopy. So let's see here. I mean, see? So it's dry, but it's droopy. So I don't know if I don't know why it did that. Let me see if the blue one will dry that way. We'll go ahead and do that. So the moral of the story is don't put too much on there. All right, so this one turned out fine. And I think I just didn't spray as much on it. I'm going to go ahead and try another pink one. I wouldn't really say that's pink though. It's kind of a weird color, but I'm going to try another one like that and not spray quite as much. All right, so I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. Okay, so this is all, as I said, alcohol ink, so it does dry really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and work with the blue one first. And let's see what I'm going to do on that. God, I love that color, I really do. So let's just go ahead and find something to go on that. The smaller one like that. Alright, so I'm going to put a little hot glue right in here. Then I'm going to just put that right there. And just let it sit for a minute. Let's see if I can get it to go on the other side. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my pliers and I'm just squishing this in a little bit, and that is just to kind of hang on to this front of there. All right. Okay. So now I'm just going to figure out what I want to put on there. Oh, that's pretty. How about that? This is just a piece of some sari. And it has pink and that same color blue, or greenish blue. I wonder if that'll work though, because I don't know if it'll wrap real well. Let's see how it looks, kind of, sorta. I don't know. See, I don't know if it's going to wrap really well. I think you would have to, I don't know. How about maybe some sari silk? Wouldn't that be pretty? Maybe that. Because I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet. So that might be pretty. Why don't we try that? Okay, why not? Okay, so I probably don't need a piece that big. Let's go ahead and put a tiny bit of glue. I'm using hot glue, but you don't have to on this part. I'm going to go ahead and take this and just kind of wrap it around. And try and do it reasonably tight. Just because I think it looks good that way, no other real reason. And I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And up any higher. Let me see. Well, maybe I will, just a tiny bit, just to see how that looks up there, like that. I like it when it has a little bit of a spot on the bottom. Okay, here we go. So I'm trying to get this fairly tight on the top part. I don't want it loose. So I'm going to go ahead and go around it one more time. And I'm going to use a tiny, tiny bit of hot glue right there just so it catches it, so I can get this in there nice and tight. Okay. And I think that did a good job of getting in there tight. That's good. I like that. It's simple, but effective, isn't it? Okay, so that's that. That's the gold one. And then here is the peacock feather one. Let's do one more. We'll do the pink one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just for grins, to do it something different, I'm going to use a little bit of lace on this one. And let's see what I'm going to do here. Let's do this one. So I'm just going to put that on there. Go right to the edge, right there. I'm trying to put a little bit of the glue on the other side. And that's just to kind of hold it in. I mean, you're going to be doing other stuff to it too, so get that in there good. And I'm going to probably just do this. I think will look good. Which one I'm going to try? We'll try. We'll see how it looks. Okay, that's going crooked there. So I'm going to make sure it's on there straight. I must have knocked it crooked a little bit and get that extra glue off. It's not dripping down there. Okay, now I'm going to just close it up a little bit. For some reason, this one doesn't want to go. Oh, there we go. These are not hard to bend, guys, so it's just the angle that I'm going at is that I probably am not getting the edge. Okay, there we go. So now we have that on. And let's see what it looks like with just the trim on it. I don't know. I could do that, or I can do this. Maybe that would be prettier. I think that might look better. Or maybe this. Maybe that would look good. Let's try that. Yeah, that might work better. I don't know. How far up can that go? Can go up to here, and then I could do it all the way around. I don't know. I do think I want to do gold, but I don't know which one. Let me try this and see how it works. I think this is going to go up higher than I probably want it to. Oop, wrong way. Needs to go that way. There we go. I don't know. I think the only way this is going to work is I'm going to have to cut these feathers quite a bit. They're going all over. Probably should have done that before I put that trim on, but that's okay. We have to learn to adapt as we go. All right. So let me pull those down. Cut a few more. Okay, so this is going to go like that. I want this to cover part of that. I don't know how much will wrap around. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe I should just do both of these like that and then kind of wrap it around the back. Maybe that would look better. Right, so that is that section right there. So these two are mirroring each other. Little piece of glue right there I don't want. That's stuck to a feather. Okay, so now I have to figure out how this part's going to go down here. Are we just going to cut it? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we cut it. It doesn't actually look all that bad. Okay. I think maybe if I do it more of an angle, there we go. No, I like that. I think it turned out good. I think this side needs to be able to cut a little bit more. Right? All right, I think that turned out really cute. I like it. I like it. All that fuss. And that's just two pieces of trim that are glued back to back. There's a little bit of extra glue right there I need to take off, but that's okay. We'll do that. So I think they turned out really cute, and they're just fun to do. Obviously, you could put anything on these, you know. And since you can spray them. So anyway, here they are. There's our little pinkish purple one. Our blue one, that was pretty fun. The white one with the gold, and then the peacock feather. So anyway, guys, that is my idea. Like I said, I guess you could use them. They're not really meant to be used, but they're just kind of a decoration. You could put them in the back of a journal. Anyway, that's it for today. So I guess I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.